Hi there, Ash from Nomisma here, and here's a short video on a brand new feature within Nomisma, which is in relation to the ability to request hours and pay information from employers in relation to their employees. So, this feature can be enabled within a Nomisma payroll profile by going up to Edit Company and then selecting Payroll Details, followed by Payroll Settings. And here you'll notice there's now the option for request payroll information. So you can go ahead, change that to yes, and you'll be presented with this menu here, which is a list of all of the fields that will be presented to the employer on a form when you send them an email. And I'll show you exactly how that works and what it looks like as well. So you can select, do you want to present them with hours worked, the number of unpaid sick days, the quantity of annual leave used, how many overtime hours have been worked, as well as expense reimbursements and compensation and notes. So I'm going to go ahead and just enable all of them and select update. And once that's done, by going back to the payroll dashboard, you'll now notice there's an option here for request hours. So we could go ahead and select that, and it will pre-populate an email for you that you can send to the employer or the main contact, and it explains exactly how this works. You can change this email template as well to suit your own practice, but we are just preparing your payroll. Please could you provide us with confirmation of the hours worked by each employee by clicking the link below and completing the on-screen information. So once you send this to the main contact or the employer, they'll be able to click that link and fill in the page. So let's go ahead and do that. So once the employer clicks on the link, it will take them to a login screen where they can log into their Nomisma account, and they'll then be presented with a list of all of their employees and the option to enter how many hours have been worked, the number of unpaid sick days, annual leave used, overtime hours, expense reimbursements, and compensation. And they can even add notes if they would like. So we can go ahead and add 37.5 hours, 3 unpaid sick days, 5 annual leave used, 20 overtime hours, £250 of expenses, and then £10 of compensation. And we'll go ahead and we'll say expenses relate to train tickets and submit. So they'll then receive the notification, we've received your submission and we'll be in touch soon. So by coming back to the payroll records, the request sent is now changed to response received, and you'll notice that an employer note has been added to this payroll. So we can review the employer note, and it says expenses relate to train tickets, and we can go to response received, where we would then see the entries that have been made on the employer side. Ignore the pound signs here. They are in the middle of being removed and correctly formatted. But where it's just the first release, that's just a bug that we know about already. But that information has already been populated onto the payroll record. So if I go into Ash Hall as an employee record and then go into July 21's payroll and select edit, we can see here the 37.5 hours have been populated with the hourly rate that is calculated, and the overtime hours have been populated as well. So we could go in and add the correct rate. And the expense reimbursement has also been added of £250, as well as compensation of £10. Okay. So if there was deductions or attachment of earnings, you could add them in as well. But I'm just going to go ahead and press save. And in addition to that, so you will need to manually process the unpaid leave. So where you've got 3 unpaid sick days, you would need to add that in if you wanted to record it on the payslip in some way. as well as the annual leave used of 5, you would need to process that as well. But this is a solution to a common problem that many accountants and bookkeepers have of actually obtaining the payroll information from all of their clients. And we are evolving this and making it better. So in the future, we will have the ability to request this in bulk for your entire client base to save you some time. But I hope this helps. If you have any questions, any queries, or any suggestions on how you think we can improve this feature, then please do let us know. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.